Hello everyone and welcome to this podcast for the Light Review with me, Chris Fordham, looking into how this iconic Italian company Targetti continues to break the mold and what they've been up to over the last few years. When I first picked up the Targetti catalogue, there were so many companies to choose from. I don't know about you, but when I started out in the industry, I just was looking for something different. And the Targetti catalogue, it felt like the embodiment of everything I got into design for. I mean, this was a Florentine company founded in 1928, but responsible for lighting art from some of the world's most famous artists: Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo's David, churches, museums like the Uffizi, the sort of stuff that when I was studying design, I learned about. And it was a real hook that got me when I was starting out. So they had an international light art competition, which was open to all. And they were sponsors of McLaren Formula One cars. So they chucked a bit of glamour in there as well, working with, I think they did the Technology Centre in Woking, and certainly they were working with the likes of Foster and Zaha Hadid. So what was there not to like? So today we are joined by UK branch manager Matthew Allen, who has been working with Targetti for as long as I can remember. So a massive welcome, Matthew, and thanks, because I know how busy your schedule is.
Yeah, hi Chris. Yeah, I'm well, thank you very much. And yes, it goes back to 1997 November, and I've actually been working, I suppose, with Targetti in sort of a independent way since 1986, dare I say. So it goes back such a long time. In the early days of the Structura and the Testarossas and all the other lighting that Targetti had at the time.
You're a living catalogue, Matthew.
Oh my God, don't start talking about code references, please.
54003, that's
2x26 watt compact fluorescent. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh my God. So just for everyone tuning in, Matthew, who are Targetti? How long have they been in lighting, and where exactly are they from?
Oh, Targetti were founded, in 1928, and they sort of are based in Florence, you see, so obviously the heart of the Renaissance period, and beautiful buildings to illuminate. Over the years, sort of Targetti have obviously gained a wealth of experience in sort of design and manufacturing and innovation with lighting. So Targetti are, I think, sort of very well known within the lighting industry. We're still going strong, and it's ups and downs. And since sort of 2010, obviously times have been tough, but we've now sort of, I think, regrouped, and we have a very good sort of CEO in charge. Obviously, we know that 3F acquired Targetti some 3 years ago, very different to ourselves, but again, a very well respected Italian company as well. But yes, it's been great working with Targetti, seen many changes, obviously staff, and also with the lighting techniques as well.
Yeah, I was going to mention that because there has been a massive influx of companies from Asia stepping in, and a number of changes of ownership, such as Igazzini, which has positives as well. I mean, it makes for a more vibrant market. And as you mentioned, Targetti now part of 3F Elite, so I guess that gives you a massive boost to your product offering.
Well, 3F, again, they were founded in 1952, and they reside in Pianura, which is a district of Bologna. They're sort of manufacturing sort of mainly for the more industrial commercial side of the business. I mean, one of their big clients is I think is the lighting of the Fiat factory. So they've got some really high class sort of clientele. They proudly sort of both sort of made in Italy, and quite rightly so, because they are a company of quality, and you've only got to look at the design of their luminaires. I mean, I've been privileged to sort of go to their factory in Pianura, and it is vast, and to see the the automation they have in place, and it is fantastic. Actually, it's quite amazing. The robots seem to take on a life of their own for some reason. It's very sort of hypnotic to watch. But yeah, it's very interesting. And also the 3F have ranges of luminaires which again would be more suited to the Targetti client, very much architectural, linear lighting. And I think sort of this will be coming through into the Targetti ranges, I think, over the coming year and going through sort of 2022 onwards, and probably see them a lot more at the Frankfurt show for next year, actually.
So I remember that when it came to architectural lighting, Targetti, because of its global reach perhaps, always had some of the most amazing national and international projects, like everything from Renaissance churches to train stations, galleries and such like. So what have you guys been up to in that realm?
Yeah, well, Pisa is probably one of the most famous buildings, obviously. That is an amazing sort of project which you can get information on, and the way it was lit, it was using strip lighting, is quite amazing. So you can download the whole story, and we do have the details if anybody wants to see those. Also working on the UAL project with Borough Happel. That's been sort of on the books now for 3 years, but now coming to obviously order time, which is great news. The Samsung, which was with Nolte Lighting, and one of the smaller projects, but still very, I think, sort of effective, is the private Iranian chapel, which was done by Charles Marsden Smedley. And we put that forward actually for the lighting awards this year, and it got shortlisted, which is great. But it was a very simple design, but very effective. But yeah, I mean, so you can see obviously working with some very sort of renowned, well-known sort of lighting designers and lighting companies, so which is great, and we want to build on that expertise as well.
That's excellent. I think one thing that always impressed me when it comes to Targetti is you're very passionate about the knowledge you have with the products. So when it comes to service levels, and if you're stuck on site with a product, there's always someone to call if you've got a problem, which is really helpful, because sometimes you, as a designer, you don't know what's going on yourself. I mean, it might be the only second time or third time you've seen the product. So even the gentleman, is it Giancarlo in Italy? He's been around for many years. So you've got that.
He's an ambassador of the lighting, I think. He's been there before me, so he's very well known. So the experience he has and his passion for not just a Targetti, because obviously that's where his heart lies still, but with lighting in general is I think sort of globally known. I mean, he loves speaking to people. He loves talking about lighting and the good lighting and the qualities of it. It is exciting to listen to. You always sit up and sort of take note of what he says.
He certainly embodies everything that is Italian, right? Because he's very passionate, and I think when he waxes lyrical, you want to write it down. It's like a form of poetry, isn't it? Sometimes I think, I can't remember the name of the product, but it was a stone product. It might have been the Diva or something.
Oh, Stone Age. I think it's
called Stone Age range, which is quite popular actually, isn't it? Because it's a niche product, but it's very off the wall. No one else does it.
It was, to be honest with you, it was. It's a shame, actually. I think in a way that was taken out. I mean, because the way it looked, the natural stone finish, and every now and again you get a fossil built into it, and it just in its natural form. I mean, I think actually there's a market for that still, and I think it sort of might prompt me to just speak to the Italians to say, cast your mind back to this era, because they were very, very niche, and it was. Nothing to dislike about them. Nothing to dislike.
No, it's true. And unique, like you said. I don't know anyone else.
Unique, yeah. I mean, to say that you have a wall light, in stone, fantastic. And the way it was, the way it was actually put together, and sort of sanded down, and sort of, it just superb. And you just see the outlines of the almost mosaic, the way it's put together. Superb.
almost worthy of Renaissance artists. So all I can say is that.
Yeah, I mean, actually, like I say, I mean, regarding sort of Florence and Targetti, I mean, some of the buildings. I mean, I'm sure you've been there. The Academia, and obviously the lighting of David there. I was very privileged to go there some time, well, many years ago, to be honest with you, and had the full treatment of how the David was lit, and we saw it going through from early morning to dusk, the way the Targetti had set the lighting up. It was really tremendous. I'm sure it's changed since then, but it was great to sort of see this, and it was worthy of the visit. And I'm sure all the other architects and designers who were there at the time also appreciated it. The other we've been working on is with the Uffizi, again, different galleries within that. So again, some very nice sort of projects to illuminate.
Well, with that sort of history behind you, you can't go wrong, can you? I think people would cut off their right arm to have that. They would, wouldn't they? I mean, you can't buy that sort of marketing. I mean, yeah, Renaissance in light is it runs through the blood of Targetti. So Targetti UK is based in the Creative Hub of London, a place crammed with architects and interior designers. So it must be amazing to have all these clients on your doorstep. What's the market been like? Do they pop in and say hello? I mean, it's been difficult with the pandemic, hasn't it?
Oh, it's been impossible, Chris. I mean, I was for the first time since Christmas. I went to the office last week, actually. So obviously going through piles and piles of posts, obviously, but it's been very difficult indeed. The last year has been challenging. Obviously, not for Targetti, I would imagine for everyone as well. Whether you're a company or you're a lighting designer, it's been very, very difficult. Hopefully, I think sort of things will start to improve. Maybe we're looking at 2022 before things really do start to move again. Obviously, that's the year of the Frankfurt, and I'm sure all companies and Targetti again want to be there to show their new products and ranges, which I do know about some which will be launched there, which is fantastic. And I just hope that all the lighting designers will be able to go out there and see this actually next year. But in the meantime, like you say, it has been very difficult, and how to communicate Targetti to the architects and lighting designers has been proving very difficult, to be honest with you.
I mean, it must be a real bonus, though, being in the centre of London's creative hub, to have an
offer. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's like I say, we're very close to Liverpool Street Show, very close to Clerkenwell. So, getting out there to see clients is what we're about, and able to do that through central London. But like I say, we just have to be realistic at this moment in time, and sort of try our best to sort of put over the sort of Targetti name where we can.
Excellent. I think that's a good way to wrap up. So thanks very much, Matthew, for your time.
That's okay. It's been a pleasure, Chris.
Thanks for everyone who tuned in. Be sure to share and like, and we'll see you on the flip side.